Yeah, they upgrade their homes, and they'll upgrade them a lot the more you give them to use for upgrading. They will very, very happily continue to upgrade. All the way up to 40. Nice! We've got a new title. A new level has been bestowed upon your name. An Emirir is a rightful ruler of the land. As such, we can now conduct trade with our neighbours. Thank goodness. Right, more immigration, more happiness. That is a big thing for us, though. That is a huge thing for us, in fact. Right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go out and have a look at said neighbours. Now, this is another thing that I don't often get the opportunity to showcase, but it is so cool. When you trade in this game, an actual trade is happening. A caravan, a ship, these things are moving around the world, and they're taking their natural trade routes. Across road, across sea. If a war is going on somewhere, it'll cause disruption in trade, because trade might not be able to move through that area anymore. So on and so forth, and so on and so forth. You can look at each location, you can see where the various trade routes will go. Like, for example, down here, they'll take the river most of the way up here. But we can now start conducting trade. Let's have a look. Goods. I want to look at my neighbouring factions. Can I bring that up? For example, over here. Oh, these are the actual areas. These are not the factions themselves. That I need something else for, I think. Battles. Goes back to the capital. I can see various things being traded. How do I bring up my neighbours? Oh, there we have factions. Okay. So, in terms of the factions around, this is their opinion. So we've got a lot of information here. I can have a look at them. Their opinion of us is quite good. The opinion of the current regent of the faction regarding you. High opinions help diplomacy and decrease trade prices. Low opinions might lead to war. They look like the only one that I can currently trade with. They're distant factions, whereas you are a neutral faction. No, it's okay, Miss Minnie. As you know, our chat. I credit our chat with a lot of common sense and the capacity to discuss, more nuanced and perhaps divisive topics without becoming divisive. There's no problem at all. Okay. Now, need a trade agreements to trade, and only with border nations. Well, that's the thing. Boosts, diplomacy. I can offer trade you to purchase and sell goods with this faction. I mean, I can talk to them. I can't even do that over here. I can demand things, I think. Demand resources or offer resources. But I can trade with this one faction here. Let's check out their goods. They've got a stupid amount of stuff stored. Holy crap. Alright. Toll. Toll is based on the distance between you and this faction. The toll is added to the sell price and subtracted from the buy price. Okay. Tariff. Each trade partner has its own tariff they add to their sell prices or remove from their buy prices. This is based on the opinion of the ruler of the faction. Okay. Threat is +1, so... realm... Court... Values life and will choose life where possible. I mean, these are Talapi, which is nice. A seeker of glory that will eagerly find or create a conflict for a chance battle. Values life and will choose life where possible. Makes the city-state prosper. I can... If I've got emissaries, I can send them out to perform various things. Flatter them, favor them, or try to assassinate them. Now, what would I want to sell? Trade, resources. I can trade with them. What do I want to get rid of? I would like to get rid of cotton. And honestly, some of my leather as well. Probably want to get rid of grains too. In exchange, I wouldn't mind some extra food. You get trade, they get trade. So, this is offering a trade agreement, I take it. Allow the faction to compose a deal that they feel comfortable with based on your demands. I could offer that opinion is low. The chance of the opinion of the faction's ruler if this deal is accepted. Value is... This is the value of what I'm asking for. The value of the deal is weighted by the faction's perception of the value of its component. A deal needs to have a possible value in order to go through. A high positive value indicates generosity on your part and will increase the faction's opinion of you. So I'm going to add resources, and I'm going to say... I'm going to... See, I don't... This is already very high. Like, is this percent? Oh, yeah, the change of the perception of the faction ruler if this deal is accepted. Like, I don't need that much, but I could give them a bit of value. Sure. Will they accept this? I mean, they should do. This deal will be accepted. There you go. Now... Yeah, I could hit barter, but I was happy to just go through that and see how that worked. Okay, so there... Oh, it does go over 100%. Okay, never mind. Okay. Now, they are a distant... Now, what does it mean by distant faction? I guess just the raw distance of it. I can't choose this. 77 distance. Okay. Oh, demand read. Oh, I could ask for regions off them. Yeah, no, let's not go to war. But what I would like to do is create an export depot. And an import depot, perhaps. I'm not sure I want both of these yet. But yeah, I think having them in like this district would be nice. It's kind of like a big market area. But let's make it potentially pretty. I think that would be a good move. So... Right now, I want to export cotton because I'm not using it. And maybe... some leather that I'm not using as well. I'm just stockpiling the stuff at the moment. And when it comes to stockpiles... Actually, let me make these smaller. Remove... Don't... When it comes to stockpiles, I lose as they get... like, I will eventually lose out. Because they're decaying. Like, those logs are spoiling at a ridiculous rate. I would like to get rid of things that I'm not using myself, basically. Decorations-wise, what have I got? Can't make that. Allows the subject to rest their weary legs. Has no real benefit except for controlling where idle subjects hang out. Spreads pleasant smells and harmony around them. Okay. Spreads harmony in your settlement. This really doesn't do that much. Could make a huge tree. Spreads a lot of harmony. Or I could have a couple of trees along here. Tree-lined avenue. There we go. And then flowers in between. Gotta give some seats for folks to watch the interact with the speaker. Yeah, default meat spoilage is very high, yes. But that's per year. Hey, Belial! Oh, diolch yn fawr, mate. Thank you so much. Penblwydd Happies, by the way, chat, is Welsh for happy birthday. Thank you, buddy. Oh yeah, everything in this rots. You can research things to make it rot less. But everything decays, eventually. And that just be the way it be. Right, I would like some more tilapia if I could. Let's get all the way up to 50 if we can. Oh, it snows. The snows are here. Gonna flash this area out properly, give them proper roads around this part of the market. So that was the whole point in setting this area up, was to have like a kind of central area. Any shenanigans planned? No, not really. It's going to be a bit of a quiet one, I think, for me. Though, Sheila surprised me with cakes and presents. Seemed sheepish. I wonder if there are yet more surprises. Yes, Tilapia do like dread. However, I do not have dread to implement. Not yet, anyway. Right, let's increase the amount of people I've got working here. Just a little bit. And further increase the amount of people I got working here by a lot. Some more. 5 odd jobbers is good. Okay, you know what I don't need you to be doing, though? Is all of that. Unnecessary. We've got enough wood out there now for a while. So instead, you can head back down here and help me out. This place is starting to look really nice now. I approve. And I do love games where the foot traffic will modify the terrain. I actually love that in games. I like untoasted toast, otherwise known as bread. Access-wise, I'm going to give them even more access to leather, because I feel they can handle pretty much all the leather that's coming out of the Aavak pasture right now. Right, let's slow things down. I've got my workers here. Right, okay, so... they're pretty much allowed to gather from wherever. First thing I would like to trade is cotton. Do I want to keep any? Export when the warehouse is stocked above 95% of total. You will currently export 0 items. I'm not using it for anything, so... if the warehouse is above 10%, go ahead. you have a trade agreement with this faction, and trade is possible. Price cap, the minimum price you're willing to sell this resource for. The current stock of your export depots. This good will be brought by trade partner that offers the highest price. What's the red there? I'm willing to export 7 items. Okay. In the current stock of your export depots, this good will be bought. Blah, blah, blah. Stored capacity is 768. For sale is 756. I can increase the amount the minimum price I'm willing to pay for it. Make a custom order for this good from the trade partner with the most favorable price. I kind of like that. This is much better now. These ones I'm just going to... well, I could name those part of a group. Kiwi exports. Kiwi exports. Hey, you know what? Sure, we'll have all of these because they're together. These will all be the Kiwi exports. There you go. Right, so Kiwi exports C. I'm willing to sell the herbs I've got. And once again, I'm willing to sell if I've got above 10%. Actually, no, I'm going to put this one at 20%. Same with this one. I'm going to put this one to 20% as well. This is currently the buy price. So this is 11. I'm going to put my sell price at 10. So as low as I'm willing to go. That's quite nice to see this. 34, 32. I'm going to put mine at 30. What? That's not what I typed. That's not what I expected, rather. There we go. And C. Honestly, I may as well sell the leather, but only if I'm at 80% of my stock. And how much does this sell for? Lowest price is 40. And I'll put the 43, so I'll put this at 40. There we go. I will allow them to buy what they want. You have a trade agreement with this faction. Price 43. Okay, that's actually a bit low. Okay, I'll put this down to 20 then. And over here it's 8. Damn, it's gone awful all of a sudden. I'll put it down as 5. Okay. Hopefully that's going to work. These are things I actually want out of my warehouse because they're just going to be wasted otherwise. Aavak undercutting the market. Typical. Yeah, no, again, Volptrem just mentioned it. Priced to sell. Yes, I am actively pricing this so I get something rather than nothing, because otherwise they just sit in my stockpile and decay, and then no one gets anything out of it. Pricing it just so it sells quickly and whenever I've got it, that's fine by me. Right, I want some more tilapia, and let's take ourselves all the way up to 50. $52 actually. How did I get that wrong? Oh well. Okay. Now, I could make some things that I'm willing to buy from them. There is an option for that, certainly. I could perhaps get some extra livestock so I can fill out my Auroch pasture a bit faster. Did I ever play Spiritfarer? No, I did not. I did not play Spiritfarer. 10 carpenters. Working away with all of the furniture. What is our current furnishing output? About 61 a year. If I gave access to the Talapi to that furniture, consumption rate 0.25 per year. If I increase that to this, let me have a look at this one. It's minus 27 and 28 per year. This one is minus 16 per year. It'll eventually recalculate that, but that should be fine. I'm willing for them to have some actual furniture if they want it. Starting to see a lot more of these places filling up now. In fact, yeah, these are all practically full. So at this point, I need to add in a lot more housing. A lot more housing. But where? Where do I add the housing? I'm going to say at the back here still, because putting it back here means that I will have more room then to add noise-making industry over on this side. However, I'm going to want something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pause things. So regular house there. I'm going to want 2 houses facing down that way. And another long house then on the far side. This will allow me to put some harmony buildings in here, some lights eventually, so on and so forth. I could even change the structure just a little bit if I wanted to. I think that should be okay. You know what? Sure, let's just pop down a little bit of something. Ceiling. Just makes it a little bit more interesting to walk around. Oh, take care, Bilal. You have a good one, mate. Thank you so much for dropping by just to wish me happy birthday. It's so kind of you. Yep, they're all named. It's good. Stock of food going down, though. Disapprove of that. Days of food, rather. But it looks like we've gone through the worst of it. Coming out the other side now. Let's have a look. Has anyone attempted to buy? Can I have a look at my treasury and see that information? Yeah. Yeah, I sold 36 cotton for 360 denarii. Not too bad. Not too bad. How's the maintenance going? That seems to be coming along. Slow going, but that's the way it's going to be for a bit. Can we get another 5? Yeah, let's hold off on that, actually, because our food situation isn't the greatest. What I would like to do then is to improve that, because right now I'm just kind of relying on found stuff. So if we go over to fertility base, this is all quite nice down here. We could build a farm of some sort. If I go to just regular fertility, pretty much the same story. But a farm down here wouldn't be the worst thing for us. And in terms of the foods that you like, the tilapia would prefer orchards. So, let's go ahead and get some orchards up and running. A fruit farm. Now this is where we could potentially bring some extra water to help out. That's already quite high fertility, but if we were to dig a canal, can we move water the way it used to work though? Oh. I need plumbing to do that now. Alright. Alright. If we have a look at the well. Is that improving the base fertility at all? No, not really. Sweet water. Yeah, there's a decent amount of roundness around here. Just walking around these buildings is happy days for them. That actually spreads out quite well. Okay, well, I'll leave room for irrigation eventually. But... And I would absolutely love some advice here. Like, if anyone has advice to offer regarding how to best lay out these sorts of things, go ahead. Just lay it on me. Farmers is 6. Fertility is not amazing. Fertility is 61. 6. Production is this much a day. Orchards produce a lot compared to farms, but it takes them years to produce crops in orchards for trees to grow. Like 45 days for trees to grow, and year is 16 days. Right, okay. So maybe the orchard isn't the way to go then for now, because we just want some food. Yeah, they've greatly reworked how water works, yeah. Okay, we'll just go with vegetable farm then for now. Now, it would make sense for me to try and follow the high fertility ground, realistically. Yeah, we can't dig canals without pumps now. Which tis a bit of a problem. We'll make do. I could just have one long farm running down here to maximize the amount of fertility I'm getting. Sure if that's really the sensible option or not, whilst leaving some room for potential irrigation later. Do canals still work the way they used to, Temp Hawk? Did it used to be a case, because it used to be a case you just run water about 3 wide alongside a farm and it would spread fertility a good couple of tiles deep. Water. I mean, this will be all of the groundwater around here. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. Maybe what I need to do is come out of there and turn on groundwater. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, groundwater down here. Oh, there's a little bit over there. No, there's not. So it'll be the case of grabbing from here and bringing it up, but that's quite a ways. But yeah, if anyone happens to know or remember if canals work the same way they used to in regards to how far you need them apart, etc. Let's see. That's up to 6 people working. I'm now getting into a point where the farmers per day make less than 1 unit. How frequently do people eat? Because this seems like I'm wasting effort at this point. That's going up. Back up. I'm afraid I can't see canals right now because I can't build them. Let's try shaving off a little bit down here. Bring my farmers to about... yeah, 6 farmers, more or less. Water effects 4 tiles from the canal. So realistically then, I would want the canal to run up the middle here. 2 wide canal. Something along those lines. Hello, Devil Owes Me Rent. How you doing, mate? Okay. Well, this is good enough for me to start laying it out, I think. It's possibly not the best shape, though. Let me just see. Yeah, that's awful productivity. That'll do. There we go. Oh, that's why I said a 2 wide canal without mousing over the very top of the field, Tempo, because Tempo says canals can't divide a field. If you want it, one field, they are buildings, basically. I imagine I can create a U-shaped field and have the canal go up through the middle. But for now, let's just get this one in place. It's going to take a little while for them to get out there and set all of that up, but that's fine. Let's pass some time. Guess everyone who hasn't got a job to do just will pitch in. Slave, Despot. I am Zwanios, supreme ruler of Ulglero, and I bid you welcome to the neighborhood. As a token of our good faith, I present you with a small gift. Surely it will come to good use as you grow. Perhaps you can build a well for your people to wash. Just a suggestion. You gave me a sword. To wash in blood? Very well, thank you. I have accepted the offer. There we go. You can sort of see the effect of the area as well. Alright, well, we've got enough housing to bring more people in. It's just we lack the food, realistically. Though as the year moves on, we'll get a little bit more. There's a bunch of vegetation over here. Make sure that we're collecting that. collect that. We'll gather the poppy too. There's really no reason not to. Also, all of that. Now, what I don't want to do is go down too far in this direction, because that's going to cause me issues. And now they simply need fruit. I could create a place to order the fruit from. Though I also wonder if I can simply order it. If I just go to factions and go here. Yeah, I don't think I can simply buy it. Or maybe I can. Let's try for 95. Sure, we've got about 2k, I think. Actually, let's put this down at more like 50. Okay, and I'm going to want to trade with you. All of the cotton. And a large part of all of that. All of this. See, this is the problem now, because I'm actually selling it. I can sell you back the sword cube. Look, okay. I have needs. And I will go for a little bit of a diplomacy increase. Oh, wow. They really like us. Wow. Maybe I don't need to do this then. Yeah, orchards are fruit trees, and farms typically produce vegetables and the like. So let's make sure that oh. Yeah, sorry. So this is like be watermelons and the likes, but then you've got the orchard, which is like a cherry tree. Yeah, sorry. Confused myself for a second there. Thought I'd made a very big mistake. How are we doing over here? Doing alright, but we need a lot more meat coming in. Now, I'm assuming that their trade is simply going to be delivered to the stockpile. There it goes. It's coming into me. And that's our stuff going up to them. If we go back now, we should see their wagons offloading somewhere. I'm going to need more fruit beside, but just want to see this stuff get here right now. There we go. Fruit wagon. Right, now it depends on where things are going to get taken. Are they going to prioritize putting it down here? Which is what I hope, and which is why I bought less than I needed to double check that that was what was going to happen. And it does in fact look like that is what's going to happen. Perfect. Right, I need to buy some more then. Fortunate, this stuff is expensive. Let's go ahead and barter. I'm not going to sell you that, no. Also, I'm not going to give you all of that. What the heck are you talking about? Wow, that's pricey, though. Well, I should go with... What? That'll do? What do you mean I didn't have anything of worth? Scallywag. Alright, let's go ahead and accept. So check out the cause. Threat trade partner. Oh, the trade partner thing has actually been working quite well for us. Yeah, actually working very well for us. Alright, I need to get going. Enjoy the birthday stream, everyone, and enjoy the whole birthday in your case. Oh, thank you very much, Demi. You have a good one, mate. Alright, perfect. The homes are starting to look quite nice, actually. Seeing some nice furniture showing up in them. And once the caravan gets here with the fruit, then we will have our fruit farm set up. We're going to need some more people before then, though. And the problem is that we're kind of shy on food. Probably have seen to it getting this set up a little bit sooner, frankly. The other thing I could do is restrict the use of furniture and instead sell the furniture. Might be a better call right now. To 24 animals. I could also always slaughter them as a last resort. As an emergency measure. We'll see. We've got 2 days worth of food, though. Production rate is nowhere near what it needs to be, and this isn't going to help that much either, unfortunately. What's our Legion Wood? I ought to at least try and get some sleep. You take care, buddy. Right, they're starting to plant the fields now, which is great. Yeah, this is a problem for us, definitely. And now that there is an aspiring immigrant. I could always take in a Crotonian who is just inherently better at farming. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I don't have a hunter, and the reason why I didn't build a hunter initially was simply because I didn't have furniture, whereas now I do. That's actually a solid point. I'd still need some more people, though, to make that work, but we can do that. Take you down. Right, so let's get a tilapia some hunters going. I'm thinking something like this. Little nook there for the door. And we want a chunky butcher's table running the length of this wall. Oh, is that as large as the butcher table goes? Huh. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting. Pop this down there. Go. That should work nicely. That gives us the potential of 3 hunters. Could go for 4. That does pull that down a lot. I like the idea of this little nook, though. There we go. 4 hunters, 100% hunting. Let's make it happen. Dunk. Let's get a road. Go. Yeah, it was the furniture that I was waiting on, and then I just completely forgot. It was my bad on that one. But I'm going to need to pull some people... Oh, goodness. I don't want everyone working this. Let's pull those back a little bit. And probably pull this back a lot. Actually, yeah, we'll pull that all the way back, and then we'll pump this back up to 6. Make sure that all of that is done as a priority. But then we'll have just 2 odd jobbers for a little while, until we get back on our feet food-wise. Sufficient workers allocated. You lie. I guess they're finishing up other jobs. Although it's going to take us a while to even get this going, unfortunately, because of the amount of furniture we need. Yeah, we need to tell the Tilapia that they're not allowed to access furniture for a little bit, so that I can build that up. And until we get that, I may as well have this one spending more time producing furniture. Yep. All hunters will feed a lot of people for tilapia. Each race has one food source that they're crazy good at. Fishing for avi is just as crazy as hunter for tilapia and fruit farms for Praetorians. My 4-hunter building with tilapia usually produces hundreds of meat. Even without odd jobbers, people in the Freetown will still build and do odd job things, just at a glacial pace. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Thank you very much for confirming that. Right. Sorry, every time the game slows down a little bit, it's because I've alt-tabbed to have a look at the name list and stuff. How much money have we got? We've got 1.95k. I could just buy some food. And I think it's probably wise if I do. About 29, 33, 25, 40, 61, 35. So they're selling fruit. Fruit is the one that they're selling the best right now. I would like fruit. They go this all the way up to about 1,000, I'm just going to say. 40 fruit. And... wow. That's an awful lot of cash that you want, but that's fine. Let's pull this down a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to let you... well, no, I'm not going to let you have that much. That's silly. I'll let you have a value of extra 50. Sure. Right, please bring us some delicious fruit to tide us over. What? They've already finished it? Dear Lord, they did that fast. Well. I was expecting to have to wait on that one, I'm not going to lie. I guess that helps when you tell people, hey, you can't have furniture in your houses anymore. Stop using it all up, please. Ah. What is this game? It looks like RimWorld. It's more like Dwarf Fortress than RimWorld, but it is definitely a comparison to be made, yeah. But yeah, we will set up an import depot shortly. I'm just not going to prioritize that one just yet. I need to go out to the map to have a look at our cargo incoming. There we are. 40 delicious doos. And the hunter is going to generate 14 meat per. Multipliers. Degraded? No. Species is times 1.2. Don't have tools, nobility, or technology that's helping, but estimated production is going to be about 148 meat. That is fantastic. That's about as much as my Aavak pasture produces, with so many more people working it. That is wild. Though I imagine we don't get as much back from that. Like, they brought back carcasses. Yeah, they don't do anything but produce meat. So they're very efficient at it, but they're not as they're not producing as many materials. That's fine. Days until harvest. Estimated harvest this year, 4. What? Awful. That's fine. We didn't manage to do too much of this in time, so that's okay. Right. Now then. Now that we've got that on the roll, I should be producing a nice healthy amount of food. Time for us to get some more tilapia. I'm going to authorize 10 tilapia to move in. But very soon, I'm going to start having Crotonians move in so that they can help me tend my fields. I think for the time being this is going well though. Let's actually check in on religion. There's only 29% opposition now because we've got so many people who worship Cratorism. I'm tempted to make a small shrine for Arthurism as well. Maybe position that somewhere over here. Well, a bunch of fruits coming in. Though I would need more homes for that. We'd have to see how that one goes. For the time being, though, we've got a lot of extra peeps. I'm going to pop 2 more working in there. I don't really need more people working here. Especially because the workload is only 76%. Workload here, well, actually, that being said, the workload here is only 44%. Interesting that isn't higher. 100% over here. Let's pop you lot in there. Yeah, I think getting some more homes that would help out with the farming would be a good move. But how are we doing in terms of workload here? Workload is fine. It's okay there. It's okay there. Workload is okay here. It's fine there as well. Okay, yeah, we can afford to get some more housing. And I'm thinking of going full house here. It's going to need to be... Actually, because of that, it makes it a little bit more awkward. Now, let's pause things for a second then. So 1, 2... 3. Sure, their exit can be just straight out into the lavatory. That's not going to bother anyone. sure no one is going to mind living here. I love it, in fact. Just regular house, I think, which is fine. There we go. I do need to create some more roundness around here, but for the time being, that's okay. And also, I would like some decorations, specifically harmony producing ones. So 1, 4, something along those lines, and then some plants in between. Emits ore, emits ore. The humidifier. Our insects like that. Everyone else kind of disgusted by it, but the insects, they're A-okay with it. I'm going to put a little bit of harmony structures around here, just at the corners. And then I'm also going to construct ceiling there and 2 walls, just to give it that'll add to a little bit of roundness to it. But while they're doing that as well, I'm going to build a road. You notice that the areas that people walk the most are highlighted. So these roads are much wider than they need to be. Well, that's okay. Roll that all the way down. I can probably fit in some housing around here as well. Or maybe a house just facing this way. So that stops being a thoroughfare. And it becomes like a... Again, this becomes like a little alley at the back that leads into the lavatory. I'm not sure about that one. I kind of like the idea of people being able to move freely through here. And I can have some lights and such. We've got a couple of options, though. It's one of the things I really, really enjoy about this game. Is how much you can decorate in this game. Flowers. The tilapia like the humidifier. It produces dread. It doesn't say they like it, but you're right. It does emit dread, but a humidifier is a disgusting thing to most of races of Syx. It is some form of a mix between an animal and a mushroom that releases a moist stench in its surroundings. Yeah, you know what? I don't care if they like it. They're not getting it. That is a hard deny. Right. Well then, we've got a decent chunk of food there. The fact that meat is starting to stockpile is very nice. But meat will eventually exist in too high of an amount. So I want to make sure that we sell it after it gets to a certain capacity. And honestly, the same with fruit. Like after a certain point, I want to sell it on, so it doesn't just decay in my warehouse. So export. I'm going to say fruit, meat, and all of the grains. I surround my tilapia shrines with a large number of humidifiers. That is disgusting, but sure. Yeah, okay. God damn it. That is foul. I disapprove. through here, I'm going to add in a bit more decoration. So I'm going to have a road out here. Then I'm going to want trees following up from this point. I just want to make sure that there's a decent amount of harmony everywhere. And I can do that in here as well. Not as aggressively. So eventually I'm going to want lights in there. Little torches. And although this might not seem like it does much, it does something. And that's enough for me for the time being. Hey, Ruspixie, how you doing? Imagine going to one of those shrines. Yeah, I'd rather not. I'm cool not imagining what those shrines must smell like. I've got a very powerful imagination. The problem with having a very powerful imagination, everyone thinks, oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're really creative. Yes, I'm creative, but also in the way that my brain punishes me. Sadly, I am not Dave Lister, okay? If I install the Better Than Life chip, I don't imagine that every day is Christmas and I went back to Earth and married my sweetheart's great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Don't think too much about that one, okay? Let's just, yeah, we're moving on from that bit. I'm definitely more like the Arnold Rimmer. It'll be great to start with, and then my brain will be like, but what if it wasn't great? And then it will fill in all of the blanks, and it'll all, like... The whole idea is that this is going to be amazing and I'm just going to live in this perpetual fantasy. It would be a nightmare. Bad days. Brain too powerful. I would be in that old sci-fi film, Sphere, and it's just like, yeah, whatever you imagine happens. Stop imagining bad things. I can't.